How about that? That was The Entertainer by Scott Joplin, who was actually from Forest City, Arkansas, the hometown of my father, and a little town about 25 miles away from my house. Anyhow, sorry, on to more important things. Thanks for coming to check out my intellectual formation page. Here you can see a few records of my intellectual growth here at St. Joseph Seminary College. When I was in high school, I didn't have much of a desire to learn. It wasn't until I was in the military that I had an intellectual conversion of sorts, and I desired to start learning, to apply myself, and to really push in my academic endeavors. That ongoing conversion has been taking place here at the seminary as well. When I first came, it was easy for me to study hard, but often my motivation was for the mere sake of getting a good grade. Over the years, though, that conversion has gone deeper, and I've grown to desire to learn for the sake of learning. And I've realized that once I've started enjoying the learning, delving deeper into the books, embracing the studies, that the grades just happen. So, anyhow, whenever I first came, one of the first things I had to work on was my study habits. Over the years here, that's improved immensely. I still procrastinate from time to time, but overall, I've made tons of improvements, and I consider myself academically pretty responsible in taking care of the matters that I have to take care of. Studying philosophy has been a new chapter in my book of academic endeavors. Never before, in my time at St. Ben's, have I experienced philosophy, much less psychology or Latin or any other classes like that. This is really truly a unique academic environment. Some of my most favorite papers to do have actually been my philosophy papers. They've caused me to stop, take a step back, and look more deeply into the subject that I'm writing about. My first big philosophy paper was Metaphysics with Father Guatz, and we've heard the terror stories of his exams, of his papers, but anyhow, I managed to squeeze out an A for the first paper with Father Guatz, and so that gave me a lot of relaxation. I wasn't as scared after that point. But anyhow, I've grown in my ability to write philosophical papers, and I truly enjoy the subject of philosophy. Now, reading, on the other hand, is a different subject. I've never been a big fan of reading literature, but since I've been here, I've seen a little bit of growth in that area too. Especially last year, I was taking the Modern Writers class with Sister Jeanne d'Arc, and for the first time, I found myself reading the books for the sake of enjoyment, and I really enjoyed reading the subjects of the various books that we had. And just as with the other subjects of class, enjoying the subject, everything else fell into place. The quizzes were easy, writing the papers wasn't too bad. You can take a look at that. As you can see on the Human Formation page, I've worked at learning Spanish. Well, a great springboard for that was my year of Latin, my freshman year, which I transitioned through and survived pretty well. Mr. Moore did a great job teaching me. One of the toughest papers that I had was actually just last fall with literature class with Mr. Calmes. It was my first literary criticism to ever write, and so I wrote this beautiful paper, and I thought it was going to be an A+. Well, I gave it to him, and it was not what a literary criticism is supposed to be. So, needless to say, I really got the critique on my paper, and it hurt. But, again, it caused me to stop, take a step back, and look at it. And I reapproached the paper and gave it my all. Ended up getting an A on the final paper for that. And so, one of the things I took away from that was criticism is not a bad thing, but it's a good thing. And so, through my intellectual endeavors here, I've learned to be a better writer, a better reader. Read and comprehend more. I can read faster. I can write faster. But overall, the biggest thing is that I enjoy learning. I love the truth. So my academic endeavors have led me deeper into my human formation and my social life, my pastoral formation, as well as my spiritual life as well. Anyhow, take care.